So, Freaky Tales is kind of like Pulp Fiction without the personality. I was rooting for it hard, but it may in fact just be one of those movies that gets crushed by its own ambition. What it has in multiple storylines, all converging and intersecting at the same time, it lacks in dialogue, funny moments, coherence, and actors who can hold the screen. It comes from Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, who started out great with 2006's film Half Nelson, but now seem to be trying to overcome their big sellout to major Hollywood filmmaking, Captain Marvel. To be fair to them, this is kind of a cool swing for the fences, but it contains very little actual artistry. Of the four stories this movie covers, only one of them ever manages to rise above just being kitschy imitation. And what's not a surprise is that it's a sequence with Pedro Pascal, who is becoming one of the better and more magnetic actors to watch in Hollywood. He plays a character named Clint, an Oakland area mob enforcer doing one last job before retiring to spend time with his wife and just about to be born child. But things will, of course, take a turn, several actually, and what's nice about this segment is that it actually does something more than just a straightforward short story narrative. There are some suspenseful sequences to it, plus more of a roundabout moralism that gives us something to really hold on to here. Pascal is great, proving solid in moments of banter with not just his girlfriend, but with a surprise cameo coming in midway through, but also showing pathos later as his world all comes crashing down around him. The rest of the stories also take place in Oakland during the late 80s, and this is a film that really appreciates both of those things. Bowden and Fleck adopt the tone and style of the punk scene and also the rap scene. It upholds the city's legacy of defiance against oppression, and they revel in stories of people who had brief sojourns in the city before they became famous. Scenes also use a lot of Tarantino friendly backgrounds like movie theaters, video stores, and diners. The style of the time period is occasionally put to good use, like VHS static, old school computer graphics, and nods to the Nintendo video game days. I also like some fight sequences that focus on comic book blood splatter and funny animation. First story is about a punk rock club being terrorized by Nazi skinheads. The second story is about a rap battle that takes place between a female rap duo and a rapper named Too Short, who apparently is a real life rapper whose track on a 1987 album was the inspiration for this movie's title. And the last story is about a Golden State Warriors basketball player named Sleepy Floyd who seeks revenge after being done wrong. That final part goes insanely over the top, focusing on a bloody rampage as Floyd, played by Jay Ellis, adorns swords, knives, and trench coat and cuts through a path of skinheads in something reminiscent of The Last Dragon, as well as Cronenberg's scanners. The problem with much of this is that Bowden and Fleck presented as little more than an over-stylized comic book. Bland, straightforward segments that only come down to racists and misogynists getting theirs, while it also rushes through giving us any reason to care for the people being terrorized in the first place. For that matter, it doesn't even know what it wants to say other than that Nazis, racists, misogynists, etc. are bad and punks, female rappers, basketball players are good. With characterization that thin, what actor could really make much of an impression? And for that reason, Ellis, Ben Mendelsohn, Dominique Thorne, Ji Young Yu, and an actress named Normani really don't. The film struggles to find any footing, more interested in its gimmick of going from one story to the next to ever settle and give us a reason to care about the one that it's actually in. Numerous things feel left open-ended, like some green substance that is supposedly helping people here. Like the rest of the film, it seems to have no real meaning. It's just there to kind of look cool, and that's why I really can't go above a C plus on this one, guys. But that is my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know down below there. Also, if you could, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I do hope to see you back next time. I thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.